Right, that should be sync. Camera 1's live, 2's live, audio's live. We good? We done?
Yeah.
Nice. We are finally, hopefully, if all things go according to plan, we've got video podcast for the Nae Bad Podcast, everybody. I have been waiting so long to get this shit sorted out. Honestly, it's taken me forever and a day to get this studio sorted. It's taken me forever to get camera equipment sorted, just to get everything together.
It looks great, buddy.
So that all of us can watch this thing go down. Yous have now got a face to the name, to the voice. So fucking welcome into the Nae Bad Podcast on the video end. Ladies and gentlemen, hello everybody. How are you doing, Daniel? You're looking a bit sour over there. Well, you're not looking sour, you're looking a bit hick.
I tell you, man.
Hee-haw.
You know.
What are you saying?
I had to dress up for our first live episode.
Special.
This is what I wear every day, so, get used to it.
Yeah, that's what everybody wears.
Man, let me tell you something, dude. I'm not happy. I'm madder than two rats fucking in a wool sock.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know what that means, but
your friends will love it.
Okay.
It's two rats in a wool sock. Fucking.
Not stoked.
They get mad. Anyway, I fly to Nashville, Tennessee.
Yes, sir.
This week, and I do a rental car, and I put it on the company's expense, so I need to get reimbursed. I need a copy of my receipt. Well, you get some added, expenses that may not come out in the end. And so there's kind of like this authorization, and what you spend on your credit card is not going to be what your total spend is when you're done, right?
Yeah.
So I'm on my way here to the pod.
Yeah.
And I call Avis. Yeah, Avis. And I'm trying to get a copy of my receipt. Mm-hmm. So I look up B&A, which is the name of the Nashville airport.
Yeah.
I say, I want, I just straight up Avis B&A, and it gives me a local number. I'm like, sweet, okay, call. One ring, guy comes on, automated system, multiple choices, and I'm like, all right. So I'm listening. It's like, oh, I have a billing issue. Okay, click. Transfers, someone answers. She's asking me my name, my pickup date, all this stuff, and then she gets through and she said, did you make a reservation online? And I said, no. I got off the airplane, I came down the counter, and I rented a car. She's like, oh, well, I can't help you on this end. I'm not going to have that. You'll have to call I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought that's who I called. I Googled B&A Airport Avis, and I got a local number. And she was like, oh, okay. I said, do you have a different number? And she was like, well, this is the number I have. Verbatim what I called.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, well, that's funny because that's the number I called and you answered. She's like, well, sometimes when they get real busy, it transfers over to us. I was like, okay, I'll call them back. Call them back.
Same fucking
one ring,
answered.
Same. It's an automated voice guy, right? And I was like, all right, man, let me really listen to these options. So I go through. This time I'm like, I'm not choosing the same thing. I'm not gonna wind up with the same woman again, right? So there comes another option where you can click for live agent. I was like, perfect. Click, rings. Another woman answers.
Not the same woman.
Not the same woman.
Oh, that's good. Maybe it was, but she was doing a bit of a different accent. Maybe they've only got enough budget to hire one individual.
And so I'm like, all right, look, I need a copy of my receipt. And she goes to the same song and dance. I was like, no. I'm going to save you the trouble because I think I know where this is going. I need to call the airport location. Are you the airport location? She said, no, we're the international whatever. And I was like, okay, so we're going to have a problem if I continue this phone call because you're not going to be able to help me. And she's like, well, what's your name and pickup location? And I was like, oh, here we go. Sure, I'll play let me give you the same exact information that I gave the last woman. I picked it up here. This is when. This is the time of the day. And she was like, yeah, I'm not seeing that. I was like, no, I'm aware. I'm fully aware that you're not seeing it because the last lady told me you couldn't see it. I already know this. Why are you making me go through this again? Thank you, Avis. Anyway, it ended up with, it takes 24 to 48 hours to process, and then we can see it in our system. I was like, oh, okay. Well, so it's been 24. So if it's not there, I'm guessing we're shooting for the 48.
Guess so.
And it's Friday, so guess that's Monday, huh?
Yeah, Monday. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll be fine.
No, it's fine. I'm going to be fine.
Yeah, you will be fine. I'll tell you what.
You know what?
Fired up.
I am fired up, man.
You are.
I didn't want to come to this podcast today and get all fired up, but I had to talk to the damn Avis people right before I pulled in here.
I'm 6 hours fucking jet lagged, and I got up this morning and set this place up. So I think you need to just, pipe down just a wee bit. Here, look, no, I think I've got something that'll chill the mind just a little bit.
Okay.
Because I'm just back from Scotland from 12 days I was away for it. So
yeah, you are.
Bear with me. That's just my pager. I may get a call because I am on call this afternoon, so I may get a call to go in. However, until then, I've got you some gifts. I got you a can of Iron Brew.
Iron Brew.
It's a Scottish soft drink, and of course, you wanted a pint.
That's all I want right now, man.
There.
Come on.
There you go.
Come
and then
on.
You were saying
Look
to me,
at that.
Look at that.
I've been waiting on this,
and
man.
You were wanting some pint glasses as well, so I got you some Tennents glasses as well. Actually, shout out to Ryan at Jacko's Bar. I had asked him whilst I was over there, can you spare a couple glasses for me? And he got you some glasses.
Ryan, you the man.
Yeah, Ryan is the man.
You are the man.
Ryan is the man. So yeah, if you look on the bottom, the T on the bottom of there is actually quite yellow, which suggests that they're quite heavily used. And I can actually tell you, so see on the back here, it says M17 on the back. It's on the back there. That's the use by date for the glass. So glasses in Scotland have use by dates on them because they wear down.
What does that mean? M17. What is that?
2017.
Okay,
yeah. So the glass is about 10 years out.
Way past its use by date. Wait,
like,
where did these come from?
They came from some fucking tip round the back of the bar. But no, you can probably see on this one. I don't know if this
one's only one. This one's only 1 year.
This one's got M12 on it, so this one's a 2012 glass. And then I think I've got a couple down here as well.
So this is a proper pint.
This is a proper pint.
I know how to pour beer. Please don't hate on me.
The fuck is that?
I know how to pour a beer.
No, you don't. Do you know back home, if you poured that into a glass to somebody back home, they'd probably turn around and ask you if you were going to shave with it?
Listen, I am so excited.
To get a proper pint of Tennents.
To get a proper pint of Tennents.
Yep.
That I poured it like an asshole. I'm sorry.
To be fair, it's not that bad. Get it poured. Get it poured. Get it poured. Bit more of an angle on that. Bit more of an angle. Look at that. Oh, man. Oh, you're about to drip it all over my fucking carpet.
No, it's on my knee and it's
on your knee.
It's fine.
You've absolutely
There's not much left.
Goosed that pint, man. Holy shit. I've seen less foam in a fucking meringue.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Glorious.
Oh, my
God.
But just let that settle just for a second there. I actually, to be honest with you, I don't want another pint of Tennents for quite some time. I'm honest with you.
I got a couple of FaceTimes from
I know, you did.
About 3 cases of Tennents deep.
I know, 100%. So see how if you're looking at that glass, there's bubbles all floating up from the center of the glass?
Yeah.
Well, that T there is what's called a widget on the bottom, and that helps to circulate the whatever it is that's inside of the stuff that makes it fizzy. It helps it fucking...
The printed tea?
The printed tea is a widget, so the way that the glass is constructed, it helps it fizz so it doesn't go flat instantly. Over here, I don't know if you've noticed it.
Similar to the ball bearing in the Guinness?
No. Oh no, the thing inside the can. No,
that's a widget, right?
No, that's a serger. That's a Sargis. That adds nitrogen to the Guinness because Guinness has got nitrogen in it.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, I hope you enjoy that. I don't want a fucking another pint of Guinness for quite some time. Do you know that? Because, man, what a trip I went on in the past 12 days.
I'm going to drink this. You tell me about it, man.
So, what was it? The 15th I left to go. Oh, wait, no, it might have been the 4th. I can't remember. I think it might have been the 15th I left Little Rock to go over.
That's good.
It's all right, isn't it? It's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
It's really refreshing.
If I was to make a comparable here,
there's nothing can compare to that. Honestly.
You haven't had a lot of lager then.
I've had enough lager in the past 12 days to know that I don't want anything closely resembling that ever again. But no, I flew out from Little Rock out to the United Kingdom about...
Thank you.
It's all good, man. Enjoy.
Thank you.
12 days ago. Well, it would have been more than that, about 13 or 14 days ago. Anyway, flew out to Dallas, got there, and had quite a layover there, and then got on my transatlantic flight, not to be confused with a fucking transgender flight. That's a very different one. Okay. For any of the Republican listeners out there, I can fucking hear it now. The fucking blue-haired liberals are turning our fucking oceans gay. So I ain't fucking doing that. But no, I flew out. It took about just over 24 hours to get there. My sister and her boyfriend and that picked me up from Aberdeen. And I mentioned this in the Nae Bad Podcast Scotland Diaries. I very quickly established how little freedom they have over in the UK.
Yeah, you said that to me the day... I think the day you got there.
Yeah.
And exactly. I want you to tell the story about the Red Bull.
I fucking got... Well, I said this in the Scotland Diaries with Aidan, but obviously I got ID'd for the Red Bull. And I said to the boy that was in the shop in there, and I was like, why am I being ID'd for a can of Red Bull? It's juice. I'm like, what's the fucking deal with this? And he goes, oh, yeah, it's like Think 25 policy. So anybody who's under the age of 25, we have to ID any of them. And I was like, right, okay. Just to let you know, I went into Walmart not too long ago and bought like 3 rounds of shotgun ammunition and didn't get ID'd for that. So here's my ID. So
3 rounds of shotgun ammunition and probably a case of Red Bull.
Probably a case of Red Bull, yeah. So,
golly. And then you called me all fired up, and you're like,
I was all fired up, and I was like, the fuck is happening to this place? I just got carded
for Red Bull.
I know.
They have no freedom here, and I died.
I know. But no, I got there on the Thursday, and then on the Friday, my dad drove me up north to go to my mum's because the Highland Games were on in there on the Saturday. So I get there on the Friday, and I said hello to my mum, and I said goodbye to my mum, and I said I'm going up to the pub to meet Aidan. So I went up to the pub to go and meet Aidan, and this is probably when I consumed the last glass of water for the next 12 days. So me and Aidan were drinking, and he got me a pint of Tennents and stuff, and we went out and we sloshed it up and got absolutely fucking 3 sheets to the wind, pissed.
Y'all called me.
Yeah,
y'all both.
We actually called you on the way back, and you were with your young one because you just wrapped up the party for the Diary of a Wimpy Kid, hadn't you? At that point,
is that what happened?
Yeah, you were in the parking lot. For the thingy. But anyway, me and Aidan, we FaceTimed you, and Aidan actually quite enjoyed that. Yeah, put a face to your name and stuff.
Yeah, man. Aidan, dude, you're dope. I love you.
My boy. But no.
I know y'all had fun.
Then went home and then slept on the air mattress and woke up fucking rough as toast the next morning. And then went to the games with my mum. We walked up the high street, pipe band, diddly-diddly-diddly-dee, marched all the way down. We marched down to the games, the showground down there. Went and hung out down there and did all that, and then started drinking again, and then met a few of my pals down there. I don't think I met Aidan until way later on in the day, but I met a few of my friends in there. One of my really good friends, Jenny, met her, and we were drinking together, and we ended up in the beer garden of one of the beer tents that was down there, and we're sat there most of the day. I fucking burned, by the way. I have received a better tan on my neck in the last 12 days in Scotland than I have in my entire 2 years being here.
Yeah.
I burned like fucking chicken on a pop skillet, man.
Yeah.
And we were sat there in the beer garden all day, and I was drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking, and not to mention I was 7 months nicotine free, but man, I was on the fags the whole time I was there. I was on the fags the whole time. Actually, it was funny. I was stood outside Uncle Bob's with Aidan on that first night, and I tried a cigarette, and I thought I was going to be sick. And then I think I just got the fucking taste for it, and I was like, bro, fuck it. I'm on my holidays. Like,
you didn't call me smoking either. I would have given you a bunch of shit about it.
But it was good.
It was nice.
Oh, it was good.
It was nice.
I was on the fags and the Tennents for like 12 days when I was there. Went out on games day, and then we ended up in a bar that night, and I'm stood there taking a pee at the urinal, and suddenly I hear this smash behind me. And I turn around, and there's this boy has punched the window in the bar and is like fucking lacerated his arm up. And I was just like, bro, I'm blazing drunk, but I'm an EMT. I'm going to fucking help you out, brother. And I looked at him and I was like, what the fuck have you done? And he was like, I don't know, but what do I do? And I was like, preferably nothing.
Yeah.
I was like, have you got a belt on? And he says, aye. So I took his belt off and I pulled his trousers down. I fucking sucked him off, and I did. I fucking pulled his belt off, and I'm
gotcha.
Right, yeah. Way, I ain't helping you, brother.
I'm not a paramedic.
I'll raise your blood pressure.
I'm not really a paramedic.
Yeah, exactly. And
free BJ.
Yeah, free BJ from the medic. This is how we do it in the United States. You have to pay for this. You don't get this on the NHS.
Shit.
But I wrapped the thing round his arm, and I tourniqueted his arm, and then an ambulance came and took him away. And then
did you shoot the shit with the paramedic guys and be like, "Hey, what's up, man?"
No, they weren't remotely fucking interested.
They weren't interested.
They were just a blazing drunk. I was like, he punched the window, and they were like, right, cool, very good, thanks. Who's done this? And I was like, it was me. And he was like, well done. He says, you potentially just saved his life. And I was like, bro, I'm not even clocked in.
Got you, bro.
You know, I've got you, brother.
Got you.
You know,
I'm a paramedic in the States.
I ride the ambulance, man.
They thought you were a damn American because you had a Arkansas ID, and they were giving you shit about it. They're like, dude, you're not a Scottish.
You're not a Scotch. No, but I ended up going home that night, walked Aidan home. Aidan has no recollection of me dropping him home at all, and then went out again on the Sunday. So I went out with Aidan. I met Aidan, and we went out on the Sunday, and we went to karaoke. And I was actually with Rory and Hayden and my pal Leo at the time as well. I met them. They came out. So that was 3 days on the drink.
Yeah.
I was fucking struggling by this point. Hair of the dog.
Is this the night you found the honky tonk?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. So fine, keep your spoilers to yourself, man. Okay, you know what's happening. The fucking viewers and listeners don't. So then go home that night, and then wake up the next morning and got the hands down the most fucked up, uncomfortable train journey back to my dad's. It was 3.5 hours. I was so drunk, dude, on that, like hanging out my arsehole on the way back. And got back, and then I spent a few days with my dad and stuff like that, and we went and played some golf. And then on the Thursday, I got the train. No, I didn't. Did I get the train? Yeah, I got the train down to Edinburgh, and it was cool because I'd sent you some photos
videos
of the
and
castle.
pictures. Yeah.
So I went down there on the Thursday, spent the Thursday and the Friday night with them. On the Friday night, Caitlin and Brandon and Reggie came down, and it was Caitlin's birthday on the Saturday, right? So we're all chilling out at my auntie and uncle's, and we're just having a chill night. And I said to my sister, I was like, do you know what? Quite keen to go out in the fucking town. You know, it's like get the bus in. It's like 5 minutes into town. You know, go out in Auriki. You know, Edinburgh's called Old Riki. It's called because it used to smell. So we get ourselves ready. Caitlin was fired up like a fucking spinning top, ready and reared to go. So we go into
that's
town.
a good idea, bro. Let's go.
Yeah, genuinely. Honestly, she was like, love it. It's my birthday tomorrow. Let's go out and have fun.
Nice.
So we go out, and I ended up meeting some of my pals that I was in school with down there, and we went to a few bars, and then we ended up in this like Western bar. Super cool, but a totally fucking like stereotypical version of what they think a rodeo bar is, like a Western bar, a honky tonk. So there's people
honky tonk.
Yeah, honky tonk is what it's called.
It's called a honky tonk.
Anyway, we're out drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking. Caitlin paid an absolute arm and a leg for a shot so that she could get the cowboy hat that came with the shot.
How much was the shot to get the hat?
I think it was like £8. So
which
like
is
$13 for a fucking
okay.
shot.
All right, $13 for a shot of
I don't even know what she
whiskey.
No. It was like some shooter, you know, like like shit.
Yeah, like a blowjob or
dog shit. Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so $13 for something that probably cost about 15 cents to make.
Probably, not even that.
and you get a free cowboy hat.
And she got the free cowboy hat, and she was ripping the whole night she was there. And eventually, I went out that night, and I bought a packet of fags, and I was like, boys, if we're drinking, we need to be on the cigarettes. You know, we need to be on the fags.
We need to be on them.
We need to be on the fags. You
can't say that shit here.
You can back home.
You can't say that shit here.
You know, but me and my pals, we smoked all of them. Like 20 fags.
Yeah.
Within, what, an hour and a half?
Yeah.
Between all of us?
Damn.
And we're walking around and Caitlin goes, oh, give me a cigarette. And I was like, I've not got any left, Caitlin. She went, don't you worry. She said, give me that empty box. So I give her the empty box, and she goes off, and 10 minutes later, she's like, and she opens it up, and it's full of cigarettes. She'd just been going round random fucking blokes asking for a cigarette.
At the honky tonk.
I know, all over Edinburgh.
Okay. How long was she gone?
She's gone like 15 minutes, but she must have been going up to everyone.
Yeah.
And this cigarette box was like a fucking like cancer picking mix.
Yeah.
We had no idea what was in this box.
Yeah.
We knew it was all cigarettes, but we didn't know what were Marlboros, what were J&B Blues. We didn't know what were Rolly. It was just a nightmare.
Way to go, Caitlin.
So Caitlin grabbed all of them.
Done.
And then we ended up wandering around for quite a bit, and then went to a nightclub in Edinburgh that night called Stramash. And it was a fucking Stramash, that's for sure. Stramash pretty much means like just total fucking disorganization.
Chaos.
Chaos. So we do that. We must have been in there 45 minutes or something like that. You enjoying that? See, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. See the fucking lines that are up the glass? See the lines in the foam?
Uh-huh.
Count how many times you've taken a sip out of that glass.
Uh-huh.
See that? That's pretty good.
It is good. I was noticing...
how shit it actually is.
No. I was noticing how well made the glass is. Like, this is all
yeah, it's all embossed.
Embossed.
Yeah, embossed. Well, look at this one that my sister bought me for my Christmas a few years ago.
That one's all printed.
This is all printed and like themed of Scotland and stuff.
But this is a nice glass.
Out on the Randan. Dreich means like.
Do people not steal these like on the regular?
Right,
okay, all right.
They steal them on the regular, 100%. Like I said to you,
I hope the bar doesn't pay much for them.
No, they don't. I don't think they do.
That's cool.
But no, we went out, ended up in Stramash, must have been in there about 45 minutes, and then went and got a pizza, and then went back to my Uncle Mouse's, woke up the next morning, absolutely fucking, again, ripping drunk. I was still blazing when I got up the next morning. Caitlin's birthday, did the celebrations, happy birthday and stuff like that. And then I got the bus up north back to Inverness up north. So I was in Montrose, and then I got the train down to Edinburgh, and now I'm getting a 4-hour bus journey.
And this is because everybody lives kind of in these different...
So I was kind of bouncing around the country, getting to see everybody bit by bit. So Aidan, Fergus, Rory, all that live in Inverness.
Okay.
My mum lives in Inverness area. My dad lives in Montrose. My Uncle Mouse, my Uncle Auntie Amy and stuff like that, they all live in Edinburgh. So I was fucking...
Caitlin and
Caitlin and Brandon live in Montrose as well. But they came down to Edinburgh just to see everybody.
I got you. Okay.
So I got the 4-hour bus journey back up north, and I got there, and Fergus met me there. You know Fungus?
Yeah.
Who fucking 3rd-time world champion.
Yes.
Won the world championships at the pipe band this year.
Yes.
Won the overall drumming and won the. They basically just like clean fucking sweep. Took the whole.
Is there
thing.
any competition for these guys anymore?
Well, I was actually having this conversation with Fergus because I said to him, I was like, bro,
where do you go from here?
Yeah, because the piece of music that they wrote has been hailed as like one of the greatest pieces of pipe music ever written.
Yeah.
So, like, how do you go forward from that? But Fergus said to me, he was like, we said that last year when we won. You know?
Yeah, true.
So, anyway, Fergus won the world championships again for the 3rd time.
Yeah, and we were trying to figure out where do they go from here, and, you know, it really doesn't matter. I mean, I was going to ask you, is this a career?
No, yeah, this is definitely a career.
It's a career.
No, Fergus is now in the history books because Fergus wrote, you know, a fairly decent amount, I believe, of the drum score. So, like, Fergus has written part of what has been hailed the greatest piece of pipe band music ever written.
Yeah.
It was completely different. The judges were left speechless, apparently. It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was so good. You know,
great.
it was really excellent. But
awesome.
Fergus travels all over the world anyway with his drumming. He's a tutor and stuff like that. He teaches and like that's what he does as a career now. He is a musician. He's a professional musician.
Yeah.
You know, Fergus is probably up there in the top 10 best traditional Scottish country music drummers in the UK.
That's awesome.
You know, so yeah.
Shout out Fergus, man.
Yeah, well done, brother. Well done. But no, went up and then I met Fergus in Inverness, and we went out for a few drinks, and Fergus gave me a few goodies, some Inverary District Pipe Band goodies, T-shirt, a few key rings, and he actually gave me the tie that he wore for the past 3 World Championships over there. So I'll show you that after this, which was really cool, which was really nice.
Awesome.
And then I gave him a Bass Pro hat, because he loves like the satire kind of like country southern, you know,
cool.
thing. Yeah, went out again on Saturday night. When was that? That was the Saturday. So I went out on the Saturday and got just like so drunk that night. I fucking was just about to shake hands with God that night. I was so drunk. And then what did I do after that? On the Sunday, I was in Nairn again. On the Sunday, stayed in Nairn on the Sunday, and then went out with Aidan and my pal Craig, and then we recorded the Nae Bad Scotland Diaries and got absolutely reeky drunk again. Just fucking absolutely shitted drunk. And did karaoke and did all that and just had a fucking really good one last, you know, hurrah whilst I was over there.
So it's been 2 years.
It's been over 2 years since I've seen all of these people. And I fucking made up for the drink.
Yeah.
In that 2 years.
And you really, I mean, you're not. There's no definitive plans on when to go back. I mean, it's kind of. Hopefully,
I'm planning to go back in April. But then I got the train on the Monday back up north. No, back down to go to my dad's. Went out. Didn't go out like drinking, but what did I do on the Tuesday? On the Tuesday on the Monday when I got there, we didn't very much. I think we got some dinner, and then I went to bed, and then, because I was so tired, and my liver and my kidneys were failing, and and then Tuesday was leaving day. So me and Dad, I left Scotland. I left Aberdeen at 9 p.m. that night. So me and Dad, we got up, and then we went out for a round of golf and played. Didn't play too bad. I used to play quite a bit of golf when I was a teenager, you see, so I know how to play.
Mm-hmm.
Just been years since I have played, and we were on the final hole. We only played 9 holes.
Oh, so the video of the driving range, you just were like warming up.
We were just dicking about. That was
played.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I used to play when I was a teenager and when I was a kid. But then we got to the 9th hole. We only played a par 3 course. It was only 9 holes. And we didn't even play the 9th hole because we got onto it and it was thundering and lightning and like way in the distance. And brother, was the fucking Scottish weather did it turn up? Holy shit. It was like rain.
Ooh.
Like thick.
Yeah.
Fucking beads of rain.
Yeah.
We were soaking wet, and then we were driving home, and my dad was complaining about how poor the drainage system was. Just proper dad spec. Like, oh, here, man, these fucking drains are pish. They're shit. They done a drain, these drains. And I'm like, well, drain that doesn't drain. What's a drain that doesn't drain called? Just a fucking, it didn't work. And then said my final goodbyes to everybody. Dad took me to the airport, and I had to check a bag in. And, oh, man, lovely lady at the airport. Because I had to check a bag in because I had liquids. I had your Tennents and a few other liquids that I was taking back with me. And I was like, man, my suitcase is quite heavy, so I was expecting to pay quite a bit. And she just turned around and she was like, she says, I'll tell you what. She says, I'll just put it through as a hand luggage, will I? And you wouldn't have to pay nothing. I was like, you fucking dancer, you. And she sent it on through, and I didn't have to pay for it at all.
What a peach.
So she sent that away on through, and then I did.
What a peach.
Flew down to London, and I had a 10-hour layover in London, so I was in London all night. Didn't sleep. Got there. Got on the transatlantic flight again. Not the transgender flight, the transatlantic flight. And slept for a little bit on there. Plane was practically fucking empty.
Really?
So I got a whole row to myself.
Yeah.
And we were flying back across the Atlantic Ocean, and obviously one thing that as immigrants are worrying about at the moment when we leave the country is are we fucking getting back in on the other end? Honestly, it's genuinely like leaving your house with an automatic lock on the door and not checking to see if you've got the key with you to get back in. So I get there.
Yeah.
I get there and I land on the other side, and here we go. Fucking ice. I stood there, checking everybody in. You're checking everybody in. And I hand over my green card, which Angus had gotten a hold of my wallet last year, and it is slightly, not majorly, it's slightly damaged.
Tooth marks?
There's a tooth mark in it, yeah. This lady wasted no time fucking judging me at all. I hand it over, and straight away she goes, oh no, what's happened here? And I went, oh, just a hungry animal back home. And straight away I was like, why the fuck are you joking around with this girl? I was like, don't do that. And straight away, like, I have never been so submissive in all my life. She was like, well, sir, I really do think that you need to start taking better care of your stuff. And I was like, oh, yeah, no, you're so right. Like, yeah, totally. Not something I've never heard before in my life, but she was like, I could send you upstairs to go and get a brand new one of these, because technically this has been tampered with. And I was like, oh, yeah, I know.
Lady,
like,
come
what an idiot.
on.
And she goes, how long were you away for? And I go, 12 days. What were you away for? And I was like, I see my family. Oh, you got family in Scotland? I was like, yeah, I got family. Just doing the whole rundown. And she just goes, yep, on you go, and let me on through.
Family in Scotland. Lady, I'm from Scotland.
Yeah, exactly.
I visit here.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't be weird.
Don't be weird with me.
God, you can hear me, right? You can hear my voice.
No, she can. I am a legal, law-abiding citizen.
Jesus.
Okay? Shh. But no, I got through on the other end. And,
Welcome back.
Welcome back to you. Not even a fucking welcome back to the United States of America, Mr. Roberts.
Yeah.
Thanks for your tax-paying dollars.
This was your green card, not your Arkansas ID. Would that not
Arkansas
work?
ID doesn't work. No, because you can fraudulently make.
So you don't have the one ID though?
Well, like the real ID.
The real ID?
No, yeah, I've got one of them. Yeah, but my fucking visa was damaged.
I get it.
You know, like it was.
Do you have a passport too?
I do, yeah, for the United Kingdom, but it doesn't get me in here. Gets me in the UK, which it fucking nearly didn't either.
Oh.
Because I get to the fucking British border over there.
Yeah.
And I hand my passport over, and she goes, "Oh, this isn't valid." And I was like, "Why is it not valid?" And she goes, "Because you've not signed your name on the top bit of paper." And I was like, "You fucking stickler." And it's like, "You've only done this because you're English and you've heard my Scottish accent, haven't you?" So I go to the back of the queue and I'm wandering around. And I'm like, "Hi, do you have a pen so I can sign my passport? Do you have a pen so I can sign my passport? You do have a pen so I can sign my passport?" Nobody in that fucking airport apparently carries a pen at all. Because I must have asked 3 people in the queue. So I go back to the woman that's there and I said to her, "I'm really sorry, do you have a pen?" And she was like, "Oh, if I must." And I was like, "Well, yeah, actually you must, because I'm not staying on this side of the fucking border."
Yeah.
You know, unless you pay for a flight.
You're making me sign this.
Exactly. Unless you pay for a flight home, sign on this piece of paper. So I signed it and I got on through. So yeah, I got home, Isabel picked me up, and here we are. We're back, you know.
In your new house.
In our new house. It's starting to come together as well.
In our new studio.
In our new studio.
Did we talk about this? I mean,
I know. What do you think? I got a few goodies when I was over in the UK. That's sure.
I'm very interested in some of this stuff for sure.
Aye.
I know what this is.
Yeah, it's a Red Ryder.
I know what this is.
Yeah, that's yours. Yeah, that's yours.
I know what that is.
that up there. Aye. So made them posters. Obviously, you saw them too.
Yeah, those
posters.
are cool.
They're fucking rad. They're cool.
Trash pandas.
Trash Panda and a Highland Kulik and Can of Iron Brew.
Yep.
Tennents glass.
Yep. I was reading that a while ago. Tonic wine.
Jakey juice. Fucking Buckfast tonic wine.
Is this like the Four Loko thing?
This is the Four Loko stuff here. So only fucking use in case of emergency. So one day we will get into that. And then I bought myself a Bruins annual. The Bruins was a Scottish.
The Bruins and Urwilly.
Urwilly. So Urwilly is our Willie. William. Willie. Urwilly is our Willie. And he was a cartoon character that was in a thing over in Scotland, like for years, and
big 40-ounce iron brew.
Yeah, it's a funny, cool thing. Look at this. So I don't know if you can see that. My mother-in-law got this for me when me and Isabel got married. So I don't know if you can see that. It's actually she got it like engraved. Yeah, it's got Ryan and Isabel on it on our wedding day.
1924.
Got my spot in there through my kilt. And then...
Oh, yeah.
Aye.
I actually didn't recognize that at first.
I know. And then Nasher there.
Nasher.
Soft toy. Nasher was... So if you go down there, just on that bottom shelf there, you pick up the Beano. So I used to read the Beano when I was a kid, and it's the same company writes that as what wrote the Bruins. And I was in the Beano Club when I was a kid. That's Dennis the Menace on the front in the red and black shirt.
Y'all's Dennis the Menace?
Not the Dennis the Menace that you know.
Okay.
But that is Dennis the Menace in the UK. And
dude, we had creepy crawlers too.
Yeah.
Creepy crawlers.
I was in the Beano Club when I was a kid.
Okay. This is like our kind of like our highlights magazine, maybe.
Yeah. But it comes out every week.
Comic strip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit different comics and stuff like that.
Oh, there's Nasher.
Aye, there's Nasher there. Let me see.
Nasher and Nipper.
Nasher and Nipper, yeah. There's Nasher there. So Nasher's got massive teeth, and he like eats loads of stuff. But here, get this. How much does it say that is on the barcode there?
Says $3. I mean 3 pounds. Point. I don't know how to say it.
£3.40. 40 pounds.
49.
3.49 cents.
Yeah.
No, it's not cents. Pence.
Pence.
Do you know, like, this is fucking inflation for you right now. Do you know I used to collect that when I was a kid, and it was like 50p. 50 pence. And now it's £3.
Yeah.
Inflation.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Keir Starmer needs to start the economy out so kids can start reading the fucking Beano at 50 pence again. That'll never happen. But no, this is the new studio that we've got here.
Yeah, man.
Do you want to try a bit of Buckfast?
Oh shit. Really? I mean, a nip.
A nip.
A nip.
So, this is like totally fucking jakey juice. It's high caffeinated, 30 milligrams per 100 milliliters per bottle, and this is a 35 cubic liter bottle. Drink responsibly, which I've never seen anybody drink.
I've never seen anyone drink that responsibly.
This is like cheap as fuck.
Yeah.
It was like £5 for this.
Okay.
Which is like $7. But like, I know guys that drink this stuff like it's fucking juice. And like I've been to parties where I've woken up so drunk the next morning. And when you open this, it makes like a... And I have been woken up to the sound of that tip. And I know that my day is fucked when my pals start opening a bottle of Buckfast. So just take a... Listen to that.
Yeah, buddy.
Take
I don't like that little reaction.
Take a little swally of that. Just a little swally.
Smells good.
Just a little nip.
Hey, man. That's not terrible.
It's fucking awful.
It's it just reminds me of made by the Benedictine monks.
Yeah, it's made by. So this is drunk mainly by what we call jakies.
Yeah.
They're like your fucking troublemakers.
Yeah.
Your jakies are the guys that start riots
Yeah.
on the street. They're the ones that smash windows and like
I thought those were just footballers.
and kick your dog. Yeah, it's
English footballers.
It is. It's English football hooligans.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
drink
There we
this.
go. Hooligans.
Hooligans that drink this stuff.
Okay, so that reminds me of.
So what? Yeah, there you go. Buckfast. I'm not having any because I'm on call.
Oh, thank you.
I get called out. I'm not going out to a call.
I've had 20 milligrams of Adderall already today.
Well, I'll tell you, you'll fucking need more than that if you drink a whole bottle of that stuff.
No, 15% alcohol by volume.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's like wine. That's wine equivalent.
It's caffeinated though.
Oh, and it's caffeinated.
And it's caffeinated
alcoholic
as well.
and caffeinated. Yeah, that's Four Loko for sure.
Yeah.
I want to say Four Loko might even be a little higher alcohol concentrate too.
It might be. Yeah. But no, I bought that and then.
What's the squeeze bottle?
Oh, this.
Yeah.
Up here.
Hip.
HP sauce.
Oh,
so it's
HP.
brown sauce. Obviously, I don't have any now.
Yeah.
This is like a breakfast condiment. It's like a sauce that you
Okay.
make. It's here's one of our favorite recipes: cottage pie. Add a good dollop of HP sauce whilst cooking the meat, and it will give it a rich, tangy, spicy flavor. It's like I'm pretty sure it's made from plum, something like that.
Okay. All right.
It's nice. It's like goes on like your bacon rolls,
Yeah.
sausage rolls, and stuff like that.
All right.
Just like that there. And then yeah, got some Scottish currency there, £10. Aye,
I love the license plate.
I know, it's
Nae
cool,
Bad.
isn't
That's
it?
cool.
made that not too long ago. And then the old fucking, the Scottish napkin.
Scottish napkin.
It's not it's not the same one as that one there. It's not the saltire.
Why is that which one's the country flag?
And they're both the country's flag, but I think that one was primarily used by Scottish royalty.
Oh, okay.
So it's called the Red Lion. It's the Red Beastie. Mm-hmm. Which funnily enough, I actually heard in another podcast. I can't remember what one it was. So if you go to England and Scotland and stuff like that, your pubs used to be called like the Red Lion or the Squirrel or whatnot. All these different pubs. The reason for that is because years ago, before people could actually read, they would put symbols. So people would, instead of saying, we go up to the old bank, they'd say, let's go to the Red Lion, because it associates
the Red Lion.
The Red Lion there.
Oh, you're saying lion.
Lion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know what the national animal of Scotland is?
I A lion?
No, it's a unicorn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Funny. Yeah.
I have a... I don't know if I should go into this with you because I know how you feel about it.
Well.
I have a coat of arms from my, ancestral heritage of Scotland.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Ireland.
Ireland.
And it's a on the coat of arms. It's got a rampant. They call it a rampant lion holding a white flower.
Oh, cool. That is cool. My nana's got the coat of arms for her family and my family in her house. She's got them like side by side.
I thought about you yesterday.
Oh, thanks.
I was watching, listening to the new Joe Rogan podcast with the cancer guy. Sorry, man, if you're listening, I forgot your name, but it's the newest episode.
Cancer guy?
Well, yeah, it's the newest episode of Rogan, and he's got a guest on that works at Stanford. And he does cancer research.
All right. Okay.
And it's very informative, very interested in finishing it. But he said, obviously I'm Irish. And I was like,
are you though?
And his last name's Nolan. And I looked and I stopped and I looked. Forever now, I'm going to give people so much shit. Because of you, I'm going to give people so much shit about when they say I'm Irish
I'm actually from here.
I'm Scottish or whatever. I'm gonna make them feel bad.
I tell you, this video here that I found the other day sums up being Scottish so much. Do you know that?
Let's hear it.
While we're waiting for the lights to change, I'll sing the first verse of a song. You sing the second verse.
I've got an idea. Why don't you give me everything you've got in your pocket?
Understand?
No.
The American guy says, "I tell you what, mate. Whilst we're waiting for the lights to change, I'll sing the first word of a song or whatnot." And the guy turns around and he goes, "I tell you what, mate, why don't you give me everything you've got in your pockets?"
This is an old,
some old Glasgow
man.
boy
Yeah.
looking out there. But aye, that's it. That was my trip to Scotland and back. And I nearly never got in the UK. And I never nearly got
nearly got back. Didn't get back in
States.
America.
I nearly didn't get in Britain and I nearly didn't get into the UK. So, aye.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
You got work ahead of you. You still got house stuff going on.
House stuff going on.
We've got Memorial Day weekend. We're going. I'm sorry, not Memorial Day.
Labor Day weekend. Yeah.
Got any big plans?
No. Working.
See, that's an American thing to say, right? You got a 3-day weekend. It's like, hey, it's a holiday weekend.
3-day weekend for you guys is like vacation time.
It is.
Because
It
you
really
guys don't
is.
get vacation time over here.
Not
so,
really.
No. No, not at all.
It was funny, just relating back to the baggage thing. So I was coming back from Nashville yesterday, and purposefully, I don't check bags anymore because they charge you. You know, all the airlines except for Southwest. Thank you, Southwest, for being cool as shit. They charge you for checking your bags, and then they absolutely treat your luggage like shit. When it gets checked. And so I had gone to Nashville last week, and I found a bit of whiskey that I didn't realize was a thing, only because it's not available here in my liquor stores, right? So it's called Chattanooga, and I had me a bottle of Chattanooga 91, and I was like, man, this is really good. And I bought a pint, and so going back home this last week, I get to the airport. And I've got like 4 ounces, maybe 5 ounces left. And I was like, I'm not throwing this away. But I didn't know the TSA rules at the time. And I knew I only had a carry-on. I couldn't check it, right? And so I was like, what do I do? So I go into the gate, not the gate, before you hit security,
Yeah.
And usually you can find like the only one snack bar or restaurant or coffee shop that's in any airport before security. Everything else is behind security. There's usually like one, right?
Yeah.
So I go found it.
I
found it. And it was a coffee shop. And I was like, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to start drinking. I'm going to drink all this. So I go to the coffee shop and I order an ice water. I go to the bathroom. I pour all the ice water in the toilet. I go in the stall. I pour it in the toilet like I'm taking a piss. And I was trying to be super incognito about all this. So then I pull my bottle of whiskey out of my bag, and I dump my whiskey into my cup, put the lid on it. I got about an hour to kill, maybe half an hour, something like that. And I was like, all right, I'm going to go sit in this coffee shop and I'm going to sit and drink whiskey out of this ice cup with a straw. And I'm going to pull my computer out and I'm going to do some work.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm not going to waste the whiskey, you know? So I sit down and believe it or not, every TSA security officer that goes on break at the Nashville airport goes to this coffee shop. And I'm looking around, and there's like 5 of them, and they're all surrounding me. And then there's even more that keep showing up. And I'm sitting there with my laptop drinking whiskey out of a straw. I was like, I'm not throwing this away.
And did you buy the whiskey in the...
No, I bought it in town.
Oh, right.
But I only was there one night, and I wasn't going to drink a pint of whiskey, in one night by myself. So I drink half of it, and I've got half of it left, and I didn't want to waste it.
Yeah.
I don't like wasting stuff. So
Like
there I am.
wasted.
So there I am, Nashville Airport, coffee shop, drinking whiskey probably 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the morning. It's fine. It's cool. Fast forward, I ended up throwing a little bit away. But fast forward to this week, right? And I was like, man, I want some more of that Chattanooga. So I go and try to find it on my first day there. And I end up at a liquor store, and they didn't have any.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, what do they got in a pint? Because now I'm here for 2 nights, and I want to drink some whiskey in my hotel room. And I found Woodford Reserve Double Oaked.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the great stuff. So I go back to the hotel. I drink it the first night. Had a little bit too much, probably. By myself, watching The Office on fucking TV. And I was like, I woke up the next day and I had a headache. And I was like, damn, I kind of didn't realize the proof on it. I'm not a 100 proof kind of guy. But so then the second night, I'd only had like maybe 1 pour. And I was like nursing, not drinking heavily the second night. So here I am again, going back to the airport, and I've got a half a bottle of Woodford Reserve. And I was like, I'm not wasting this bottle. No. This was like 3 times the amount that it cost for the Chattanooga. I was like, I'm not wasting this. So I get on ChatGPT, and I was like, what are the rules of going through TSA with liquids? And it was like, well, 3-ounce bottles, and all of your 3-ounce bottles have to fit inside of a quart Ziploc.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I was like, all right, I can make this work. And I was like, I saw some empty travel bottles at Walmart that were already in a quart Ziploc. I was like, perfect. There's like 4 of them in there. So I go buy that right before I went to the airport. Same coffee shop, same bathroom, different stall. Really? I go in there, and I don't have anything to pour out, but I go in the stall and I shut it and lock it, and I pull the Woodford bottle out of my bag and I go, pop. And I was like, oh, shit. They know what's going on in here, Fucking wood cork pulling out of a bottle. I was like, oh, well, fuck it. So I open up my Ziploc now, and there's 4 bottles, and I pull out the first one.
Just pour it all in the Ziploc.
I take the cork out, and I fill up the first bottle, and say, hell yeah, that's a full bottle. Put it back in there, pull out the second bottle, almost full. All right, cool. Put it back in there, seal the Ziploc up. I put the Woodford bottle under my shirt, and I walk over, open the stall, walk out. Everything's packed away now. And I walk over to the trash can, and I've got my shirt, and I kind of slide it across the top of the hole, and thunk, big ass glass.
The fucking trash can moves 3 inches to the right.
And the guy that works the bathroom turns around and looks at me, and I was like, nah, I'm good, dude. And so I walk out. Also,
I'd buy my knee.
Also, I had a package of fucking Oreos that I didn't want to waste that I had bought the night before, and they were tiramisu flavored.
So you went to the cubicle next to that one?
No, I asked ChatGPT, can I take a package of cookies through security? And it was like, yeah, you can take a package of cookies. I was like, okay, sweet. Now I've got a package of cookies. I've got my 2 bottles of whiskey.
Nothing goes together like
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. So I'm going in through security, and I was like, I got this, right? Please, I gotta have this. And at B&A, it's a little worse than Little Rock, because Little Rock, they don't make you take your belt off. There was even something else that I didn't have to do. And then at B&A,
You have to take your shoes off.
no, not anymore. But at B&A, you got to take your belt off and then something else. And I was like, damn, these guys are strict here, you know? So I go through security and my bags come out and I walk around to the other side and my bag is sitting there. And everyone else in front of me, even my laptop came out first. I have my laptop bag. I've got on my wallet, everything else. I'm just waiting on my carry-on. And everything else in front of me has already gone. Now there's a pile of people behind me, and my bag is still sitting down there, but it's out of the scanner. Yeah. And there's 2 more bags behind it in the scanner, and my bag is already out. Well, I'm just sitting there looking like, what? The conveyor's not working. Like, why is my bag not coming down, you know? And I'm like looking around. I was like, can you guys get my bag? You
Move
know?
to the side.
Somebody walks over. I didn't know that. Somebody walks over, pushes a button, and my bag goes.
Yeah, fucking rollers come up and move it to the
I was like, shit.
All of my bags on the way to
I was
the
like,
fucking
oh,
UK.
shit. Now what? Now what? Right? And I was like, there's no way that it's the fucking whiskey. I mean, I did everything perfect, right? I wasn't super nervous, but I kind of was because I was like, I don't know if you can bring whiskey. Like, I know you can bring liquids, but I don't know if you can bring Woodford Reserve double oaked, you know? And so he gets my bag and I walk over to it and he's like, is there anything sharp or dangerous in here? I was like, nah.
Not just a bag full of urine sample.
So he's
Really dehydrated urine sample.
Yeah, no shit. Like, I'm got problems. My liver's not happy. So he's like looking at the computer. He's twisting the image around, you know, like the X-ray image. And he opens my bag and he goes straight for my toiletry kit, which is where my whiskey is. And I was like, Jesus. Well, he grabs the Ziploc and he picks it up and he looks underneath it and he reaches down and he grabs my comb. Okay, I have like this weird switchblade comb.
Yeah.
And he opens it up, looks at it, folds it in. I was like, oh shit! I didn't say anything to him, but to myself, I was like, damn. I guess that kind of does look like a knife, you know. But it made it through the other one. Like, that's the first time I've been to Nashville twice now and Little Rock twice, and that's the first time anyone's ever looked at that damn comb. But whatever. And he gives me my bag back, and I was like, hell yeah.
Don't worry, I got to the UK and I went into my bag and I had a fucking 5.56 round in the bottom of my fucking bag.
Jesus, did you really?
Yeah. Jesus. And I gave it to Rory's sister because I was just like, yeah, I ain't getting this back in the fucking UK. There's no way.
No.
There's no way. I got, so a few years ago when I flew back to the UK, it just shows you TSA, they're not fucking watching nothing. I only went with hand luggage, and this bag was above my head in the plane the whole way home. I got home, and there was the knife that Isabel had gifted me for Christmas that year was in my bag. And I got it on the flight, like above my head. I could have stabbed someone.
I was
I
was going back to Iraq. I think going back to Iraq.
Classic holiday destination.
Yeah. Back when I was in the military. And I had a military
sandy
issued
getaway
knife, and TSA. This was right back post like bullshit.
9/11.
Yeah. So they were a little crazy, but they kept my knife. I never got it back. It was military issued, dude. And I was in fatigues. I was head to toe, battle dress, ready to rock, and I kept my knife. But I got through. I got through security with my whiskey. I went to a duty-free store, found the Chattanooga 91, bought a full bottle of it now, got it in my carry-on, go to the gate, get through from Nashville to Charlotte, switching flights. Now I'm Charlotte to Little Rock, and I'm the last one on the plane, and they're checking bags.
Uh-oh.
And you can't take it on now, carry-on, right? So they're checking it, and they're going to put it under the plane. I was looking at her. She's like, what? I was like, I don't want to give you this bag. She's like, why? I was like, well, I think they'll throw it around, and I've got a full bottle of whiskey in there. And she was like, oh, where did you get it? I was like, well, the duty-free store, like right over there, but it's a glass bottle of whiskey, full glass bottle of whiskey. And I don't trust those guys. Look at them. And like out the back window behind her, these guys are chucking, luggage.
Somebody's goldfish
no, they're just
bowl.
kicking it. they're kicking it into the plane. I was like, look, I don't want that to happen. She's like, yeah, you're right. You better take it out.
That one on the side says animals.
So I end up walking on the plane holding a bottle of whiskey like
Just a
this.
single
Everybody's
bottle.
like, hey, where are you sitting? Anyway,
bet.
love you guys.
I know. Right. Well, we get out of here because I've got shit to do.
Yeah.
And I've got house stuff to do.
Friday
And
night.
Was that? Ooh, who was that? That's just. No, it's fine. I thought it was dispatch calling and telling me.
Oh.
No, but on that note,
Yeah, bro.
let's get the fuck out of here.
Good to have you back.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, and I hope you guys enjoyed. It's been great fun on the video. We'll sort this camera out next time because I don't know how much of it's recorded you, so you may
That's all
get to enjoy an hour and a half of just my
Hey,
face.
shout out to our sponsors. Thank you. River Valley Satellite.
So what did River Valley Satellite actually do?
He bought all the equipment.
Did he?
Yeah.
Nice
Yeah.
guy.
Thanks. Thank you, JD. River Valley Satellite for all your satellite and cell phone and hotspot internet needs. Call JD down at River Valley Satellite, Russellville, Arkansas. We appreciate it. Also, Hombres,
Move your mic.
holler at me. I'm sorry. Goodness gracious. I don't
Some
know if
sort
you
of
guys even heard
fucking
me.
amateur.
Yeah. I was ready to go. River Valley Satellite, thank you. We appreciate it. All you do, JD.
Yeah. Thanks to the bunks at Buckfast for producing the finest of caffeinated fucking tonic wine for Daniel
That's right.
tonight.
That's right.
And thank you to the lady in fucking Dallas Airport at the thing for allowing me to come into the
Let
country.
me come back. See you guys.
Bye.